Hey guys, this is Yarday. I'm at work, but I had this whole thing came to me, and I just wanted to put this out there. You do what you have to do what you want to do. That's a quote I got from the Great Debaters, and I'll never forget the first time I heard it. It hit me like the tons of bricks, not realizing that it would be quite pivotal in a lot of parts of my life. I want to go back and talk about, I remember my big brother, Kevin Taylor, whose birthday is coming up very, very soon. Hi, happy 60th is coming, yay. I remember I called Kevin and asked him one day, how do you know you've been called to ministry? And he said, the simple fact that we're having this conversation means that you're called. He said, the real question is, what does your ministry look like? And I was perplexed by it. In my mind, when I was a kid, I always just saw myself as this preacher. But then as I came into my sexuality, I started to realize that maybe the pulpit is not really the thing for me, but okay. And so as I say that I ran from my ministry and slipped and fell into it. And that ministry is called makeup. And so makeup is my ministry. And so in embracing that, there were some things that last year I made a decision that I wanted to start to do because I wanted to align this ministry, this makeup thing in a way that was going to be more effective. And in working on that, what I found is that when I began to make the plan, it seems like everything out the left started to come to wreck me because I was making plans to get my things in order, to get the house in order, to prepare myself for this thing. And in the process, when I tell you that it went to break me, I was on the verge of the breakdown. It came and hit out of left. It was like a sucker punch. And I just thank God I made it through. So, since then, I made the decision that sometimes, no matter what comes at me, I'm here to do what I have to do what I want to do. And in doing what I want to do, I know is going to affect a change in some people. That's going to shift some things. This, I know for sure. But what it took an amazing circle. And I always say do a circle check, right? The amazing thing about my circle is my circle always have a way of having the come to Jesus conversation with me. They always come at me differently. My mother has gotten much better at, my mother just she listens. She says, okay, I want you to follow through. That's my mother. Then there's Aaron, who is the rah-rah, who is like, get out there, do it. He's like my hype man. He's like, and then he just tells me about myself, and then it's like, okay, now got what? And then there's Mo. Mo is I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna listen to you. I'm gonna listen to everything, and then I'm gonna ask you one question. It's gonna sucker punch you like boom. And then there's Jess, who is kind of like, what you had said was, and she likes to regurgitate and throw it back in my face. So, and this is just some of my circle. I have an amazing circle of friends. And so I say this, is that it's important that you keep people around you who hold you up, who hold you accountable, who challenge you, who say, well, you said you was going to, so I'm here to support it. And then check you. You have to have at least somebody who is that you allow to check you. And I say all of this to say is because when I found where I am now, that this vision that I had, that things are falling in place, and they're falling in place, but I had to make a decision that no matter what the obstacle that came along, I was going to do what I had to do so I can do what I want to do, because I know that what I want to do is going to help change lives. So I say to you, sometimes you got to do what you have to do what you want to do, because ultimately what you want to do, you want to be your best self. Think about that. Be inspired and get you some. Love you. Talk to you later.